Um, sorry, I just got a message from Jason actually from Stephen Morse. Sort of straight off the bat, I'm just going to consult with Spotify quickly just so I don't get anything wrong. But eddy current suppression ring, the primary colors is a massive one for the band, for all of us. They're an Australian band, and we were shown them when we were 17 by Jason, who ran Dropout in Camberwell, which is where we went after the Queen's Head in Brixton after that closed down. And they're just fucking incredible, and I think they've always been a large influence on us and a large inspiration. And just sort of like their general sound and what they sort of achieve. I think that would definitely be one. I think Remain in Light by Talking Heads is probably another one. I think that was one that really influenced me and Sean on this record. They're a band that I'd always been aware of, with Psycho Killer, but to be honest with you, I'd never really gotten into them. And Sean showed me Remain in Light, and it just kind of blew my fucking mind. And then obviously we watched Stop Making Sense when we were on tour last year when we were in America, and just sort of like that general, just sort of mix of all the different sounds that they created, and this kind of like confidence they had within their sounds. I think something they strive to get. I think Come Away with ESG, or just ESG in general, just any sort of ESG record had a large influence on this one as well. Their use of percussion and Martin Hannett's production on it, and just sort of like the harmonies that they get, and just that groove that they've got in all of their songs, and that simplicity, but it's so sort of like overwhelming and powerful. Fucking love it. And then another record. Let me just have a think. I mean, another record to think of. I don't really know. I've always, I mean, I don't know how big of an influence it was, but last year I got shown Lee Hazelwood, and sort of loved. And the one I got on record, my record's a bit all over the place at the moment, so let me consult Spotify again. But it's the Cowgirl one, The Cowboy and the Lady by Lee Hazelwood. I think I just love his lyrics, and I love the way he tells the story, and I love his harmonies, and I love his sort of, how things can seem simple within his music, but they're probably like vastly complex, and it's all the sonic sounds he's got going. I love his version of These Boots Are Made for Walking as well, when he calls out all the people who didn't like the song. It's fucking great. So yeah, I'd reckon that'd be one of them. But I think we always listen. I still, apart from that, it's like, most of the stuff I listen to is quite a lot of soul as well, with like Donny Hathaway, and Marvin Gaye and stuff like that, and and so there's a lot of different influences. I think it's weird now as well because I do mainly listen to records, but in the past sort of few months, I've definitely slipped into the more sort of Spotify regime of just things on shuffle, and having playlists and stuff like that. But the last record that I really loved, which is quite controversial because most people I speak to didn't really sort of think it was as good as his others. But Nick Cave's record Ghosteen, that was one over the first lockdown in March. I just fucking fell in love with. Fucking love that record.